Hi, this is Dr. Maya Jeffries. I am in the Helping Skills and Techniques class, and this is verbatim number 1, practicing empathy in the solar approach. And today here I have Brenda. So just so you know, when you're talking with me, you can tell me anything under confidentiality rules, but since I'm a licensed counselor and therapist, I am a mandated reporter. So if you tell me things like you're going to harm yourself or you're going to harm others, I do have to report that. I just wanted to make that clear before we go ahead and get things started today.
Okay.
So, what's been going on?
My sister is a recovering alcoholic and drug addict, and I noticed recently that she started using again, even though she hasn't admitted it.
What have you talked to anybody else besides me about this yet?
Just my husband and one of my other sisters, because she is asking if she can come and stay with us at our house.
Why do you think that? Has this happened before?
She's never stayed with us before, but she's lost her housing before. Fights with roommates, fights with boyfriends, accused of stealing things. She lived with my mother for a while, and my mom ended up kicking her out because a lot of her jewelry was missing. But then she went to rehab and got clean, and unfortunately, some of her old habits are coming back, and we're starting to notice things missing from our house and stuff like that.
Does she have a good relationship with your parents now, or?
She does, but my parents have definitely have walls up and are very reluctant to trust her.
Okay. What does your day-to-day life look like right now? Are you like corresponding with her? Have you been talking to her daily?
Yeah, I talk to her every day. She calls me every day asking me if she can borrow my car, if I have any menial tasks that she can do and I can pay her for, because she also lost her job too because she was late and not showing up to work and things like that. She says she was sick, but we of course know that pattern.
Yeah, of course. Is she the only one in your family that has been experiencing or has experienced drug or alcohol issues or any type of addiction that she's ever been around in life?
No. My grandfather was an alcoholic. My uncle was an alcoholic. Her ex-husband and father of her children actually died from a drug overdose about 3 years ago.
In the past, have you guys laid down the rules when it comes to this? Have you guys helped her get into rehab, helped her get into counseling and things like that?
Yeah, she was arrested and ended up choosing, instead of going to jail, she had the opportunity to go to rehab. So she went to rehab, came out and was clean, went to a halfway house and was clean for about 10 years. But like I said, we're starting to notice some of those old patterns again. Starting to hang out with friends that she hung out with before when she was using, and hasn't been able to keep a job for the last 6 months.
So how has she been living? Has she been going to other family members besides you, talking to your sister's family members?
Yeah,
parents?
She was staying with our mom. And like I said, my mom noticed that a bunch of her jewelry was gone, and my sister, of course, was like, of course it's my fault, of course you would blame me. Things like that, got very defensive. And then my mom asked her to move out. We don't know where she went for a little while, and then she started asking if she could stay with me and things like that. And I'm very reluctant to let her stay with me because I have children, and also I don't want to put my husband in that position either. But I also don't want my sister to be on the street.
Yeah, of course, obviously. I'm really sorry to hear about that. I know that's probably adding more stress onto your life than you want or need. Are you thinking of helping her again, or do you really just want to clean slate it and cut ties and try and have her learn this experience on her own now?
I don't want to cut ties with her because I feel like if I do that she's going to end up on the street. And relying on people that she shouldn't rely on. Whereas, you know, we're her family and we should take care of her. But at the same time, when her addiction takes over, she's not the person that we know and love.
Of course, yeah. I can't imagine how hard that is to deal with. I think that we should move forward with another meeting and go over some more coping mechanisms to work with you and your family. But I think what you're going through and what your thinking process is completely natural, and we can definitely work through this together. And I'm glad that you came to me about this.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yay!